job. He's having a hard time getting the president on the phone. I guess they're not being responsive. The federal government is not being responsive, but they're having a very hard time getting the president on the phone. He won't get on, and of course the vice president, she's out someplace campaigning, looking for money. So they have to be focused over here. It's too big. This is a really bad one.
So Donald Trump, the hero that he is, went to visit Georgia to do a photo op after the hurricane. And while he was there being useless, doing a photo op, making it look like he was doing something when really he was just in the way, he also decided he was going to lie. I mean, it's not unusual, but, you know, on top of what he was already doing, which was very selfish, he decided to lie about how the governor was not able to get a hold of President Biden, which is 100% not true. As a matter of fact, Biden actually called the governor. He called first. The governor actually missed his call and had to call him back. But he called first to see what was needed before he just showed up.
The president just called me yesterday afternoon. I missed him and called him right back. And he just said, hey, what do you need? And I told him, you know, we got what we need. We'll work through the federal process. He offered that if there's other things we need, just to call him directly, which I appreciate that.
So, of course, again, Trump's in Georgia on Monday saying the governor can't get the president on the phone. The governor on Monday says he got a call from the president the previous day. He missed the call, but then he called him right back.
This hurricane, this horrific natural disaster, devastated half the country. Devastated it. And the hero he is, Donald Trump, took advantage of that to do a photo op and spread lies for his campaign. When you consider how many local resources are used up when the president and or the vice president go anywhere, it is way more beneficial to ask those local resources, to ask the state officials, what do you need? How can I help without making it worse by coming down there to just be seen there?
Yeah, you know, I think it's really important that she does come out and explain that she is absolutely on top of it, because there may be those that expect her to kind of show up in these spaces. But if you've ever been anywhere that the president or the vice president is, you know how many local resources are drained because they have to keep them secure. And so I appreciate how thoughtful they're being about this, and making it clear that, yes, she will get there, but she doesn't want to disturb, because those emergency resources need to be used for the people on the ground. And the best thing that she can do is make sure that the money is going to flow as quickly and as effortlessly out of D.C. into those areas that are hardest hit.
Not only is he lying about how the governor wasn't able to get a hold of the president in this time of crisis, but he also lied about the fact that, oh, it's convenient that, you know, conservative politicians in conservative states never get what they want or what they request when things like this happen, when Biden made sure that all of those people had exactly what they need and exactly what they wanted in these times of crisis, actually gave press conferences discussing how, yes, they received everything they needed from President Biden. He was on top of it. It was timely. They got what they needed. But guess which president, I'll give you 3 guesses, has historically denied aid after a crisis like this? 99% of it, in fact.
So not only was Joe Biden on top of this, he signed the disaster declarations even before the storms hit to make sure that there would be no delay in goods and services. Donald Trump's social media posts contain blatant lies, like Governor Kemp can't reach the president. Governor Kemp gave a press conference yesterday where he said, I just spoke to the president. He has promised me every single thing that I need. McMaster from South Carolina, also a conservative, getting everything that he wants, and then Roy Cooper as well. And there's only one president that we are talking about who actually has denied relief for one of these states. In 2017, Roy Cooper asked after Hurricane Matthew for a lot of money, and he got 1% of his ask. They denied 99% of what he was asking for after that hurricane came.
Oh, fake news this, fake news that. You know who's spreading the fake news? The people crying fake news. How is anyone supposed to trust the information being disseminated during a crisis when he keeps doing stuff like this. Not only is he spreading wild misinformation that nothing seems to be being done about, but he also, the hypocrisy of claiming that Biden is not doing anything to help these people and that he is not reachable and that he is not giving them the services they need when that's not even true. But the hypocrisy that back in 2017, let's see, who was president in 2017? Oh, it was Trump, denied aid to the victims of Hurricane Matthew. 99% of what they asked for, he denied. And do you remember what I said about how when the president or the vice president go anywhere, it drains local resources, and that's why they didn't show up right away? Trump is not currently the president. It's not going to take as many resources, but they still have to make sure he is secure and safe because he was a president. So he showed up to take advantage in multiple ways of this natural disaster that devastated so many lives, drained local resources, lied about how it was being handled, and used it for his own photo op. And based on his track record, I'd hate to see, with climate change happening as it is and all these natural disasters we're getting more and more of, if he's reelected, how he will handle those situations and how that will affect the people who are victims of those situations. Anyway, Trump is a major liar and is taking advantage of a horrible situation. Surprise, surprise, you know. What a guy. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to check out some of my content that isn't news related, you can check out my personal YouTube channel at Bad Gamer Wyatt. And until then, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.